78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. So Lamont Roach gets him a victory. Looked like he done talked himself into and created enough controversy to warrant a rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis. We all know that Gervonta Tank Davis, immediately after his controversial draw with Lamont Roach, immediately after that, he said he wanted no parts of the rematch yet. He said he had some other stuff to do, all right? But because of reaction from the fans and Lamont Roach on social media, this rematch has been demanded. And from what I'm hearing now, it looks like Gervonta Tank Davis' team has agreed to fight Lamont Roach in a rematch in June, all right? Now, shout out to my brother Blue Blood. I've seen this on Blue Blood channel. Now, if this ends up being the truth, that Lamont Roach and Tank Davis fights again in June, and it's supposed to be in Vegas, right? It's going to be a great fight. I think it will live up to the hype. This one here might end in a stoppage, whether Lamont Roach stops Tank or Tank stops Lamont Roach. I think this one might end in a stoppage. You know what I'm saying? I can't see. I think it's going to be both guys are going to be a little more eager to not let this be a draw. Tank is going to be in here trying to prove more because he wants to fight Jake Paul next. He needs a good knockout reel, highlight reel knockout in order for to justify him fighting Jake Paul or something like that. However they want to sell it, you know what I'm saying? But it's a ridiculous fight, but we'll talk about that later. Lamont Roach was trying to prove to everybody that this wasn't no fluke. I beat Tank fair and square. They robbed me. He called it a draw. That knockdown should have been, when he took a knee, it should have been called a knockdown. I have Tank's number. That's what Lamont Roach wants to show to the world. So will he be able to do it? I think I'm gonna go with Lamont Roach in this fight. I didn't pick him. I didn't give him no respect the last fight because it's obvious to me he was a cherry pick for Tank. But he stood up and showed up. So I'm going with Lamont Roach to win in this fight. I don't know. It's still 50-50 to me, but, just to make it interesting, give Tank fans something to root for. I'll root for Lamont Roach. I'm going to put it this way. I'm rooting for Lamont Roach. Am I going to pick him or not? I'll let y'all know a month before the fight. I got to see how the training and stuff look, who Tank training with. If Lamont Roach get big-headed and start acting funny, I got to see how all this stuff works. So give me like a month before the fight before I do my final prediction. But it should be a good fight, all right? Now, Lamont Roach recently made some more headlines by doing a reaction to the fight. He was saying how Tank Davis at one point of the fight tried to bite him. Now, we all know this is true. Right after the fight, a lot of people was calling each other, texting people. See Tank trying to bite him. He tried to pull a Mike Tyson. He definitely did, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Tank or his fans are going to deny it, but it's just on camera. I mean, he clearly, he wasn't trying to kiss the man, was he? He looked like he was trying to bite him. So that just seems like it was a sign of frustration by Gervonta Tank Davis that Lamont Roach is still in there with him, hanging in there, anticipating his every movement, and Tank couldn't he couldn't intimidate Lamont Roach the way he can intimidate these other guys. Right, so Tank, he picked. This is a classic case of cherry pick going wrong. Now that's not to say Lamont Roach is not a great fighter or a good fighter or he's not the truth. It's not to say that. What we're saying is Tank Davis didn't pick you because you were a good fighter. He didn't pick you because you're just as good as Shakur Stevenson or any of this other stuff that people out here saying now. He picked you because he thought you were going to be an easy stepping stone to catapult him into the Jake Paul fight. He was looking. He wanted to be able to say, "Yeah, I fought Lamont Roach. They were just in the gym talking about him, talking about how good he was and this and that. I knocked him out. That's what he wanted to do. Didn't happen. So now we gotta give credit where credit is due to Lamont Roach because he disrupted some nonsense. If it wasn't for Lamont Roach, right now we'll be talking about Gervonta Davis fighting Jake Paul. Now, just think about this now. Jake Paul and Tank Davis, two guys that are hell-bent on not fighting with Turkey Alalshikh, not working with Turkey, who keep dissing Turkey, right? And all Turkey has done is pay these guys more money and make the fights what we want to see as fans. The reason why Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis don't like Turkey is because Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul want to be the only two guys making money. They have rigged the system. Oh, I don't even have to fight nobody. I could just keep doing this. They've cornered the market on idiocracy amongst the fans, right? So Jake Paul and Tank know exactly how to stroke the egos of these weirdo fans. All right, they know how to get that money from them. But for the masses of boxing fans, the hardcore boxing fans, the people who really want to see boxing matches and want to know who's the best in each division, we are going to most likely deal with Turkey so far. You know what I mean? Turkey, he's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and act like everything he do is perfect, and he ain't got to be perfect. All right? I'm not signing up to marry Turkey Alalshikh, right? So he don't have to be perfect. Anybody that wants this man to be perfect is somebody looking for an excuse not to rock with him. Either you like boxing and you want to see the best fighters fight the best fighters as much as you can get that, and you want to see those guys get paid, or you want to see what we've been getting, which is a bunch of exhibition matches and reality TV mumbo jumbo, right? Because that's what's happening here, right? So Tank Davis is set to fight Jake Paul, to my understanding, after the Lamont Roach fight, and that's a huge fight financially for Tank. Him and Jake Paul is going to do numbers no matter what we say, or it's going to be a spectacle, you know, like a man fighting a bear, or a circus situation, the bearded lady. You know what I'm saying? That's just what's going to happen. So people are going to tune in. Tank fans going to be overly excited about it. They're going to catapult Jake Paul up into some type of superstar status. Man, Jake Paul is a good fighter though, man. And Jake Paul, meanwhile, just last year, we had to listen to these. Last year, the year before, we had to listen to these cowardly Gervonta Tank Davis fans. These cowardly fans come all over our comment sections, whining and crying about how big and strong Devin Haney is. Devin Haney rehydrates up to 165, and Lil Tank, they trying to make Lil Tank fight that big old joker that boy. They trying to make Tank fight that big old weight bully. But now Tank is talking about fighting Jake Paul, who's 195, 200 pounds, and y'all totally fine with that? Yeah, see, we know what it really is. Fear. You say what you want to, but the real thing is fear. And I'm going to tell you something. You better hope Jake Paul don't embarrass your boy. You better hope. Because Tank got to knock him out. Let's be clear. If Tank fight Jake Paul, Tank has to knock out Jake Paul. He has to. I don't want to hear no excuses. No, man, because Jake Paul big. I don't want to hear nothing. He has to knock out Jake Paul, render him unconscious. And you better not let Jake Paul do him like he did Nate Robinson. Because if you do that, I'm telling y'all going to hate me. I'm telling you, you're going to hate me. You might as well just book it. Write it down in the history books, the worst day of your life. Just write it down. But anyway, 78 Sports TV, salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And by the way, too, make sure y'all go check me out on Patreon. New Patreon content is up today. You know what I'm saying? Go check it out. Sign up to the Patreon. It's patreon.com/78 Sports TV. Come on over there, get some of that good game. We're up out of here, though. Deuces.